how you doing? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all is well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. Today you're going to learn the song Waiting on the World to Change, big hit for John Mayer in the year 2006. He kind of takes that blend of his blues influence and combines it with pop and R&B. And I want to get you playing this song fun and fast. We're just going to do a little open chord version of the rhythm of this song. You know, he plays it a little bit differently live, where he's playing with his thumb over the top and playing the chords and moving them around down on the neck like this, kind of Jimi Hendrix style, right? But I just want you to kind of play it. I'll give you a rhythm groove and strum pattern where you can just catch the groove of the song, cop the feel, and just play it with some open chords and have some fun with it. But I'm also going to show you the guitar solo because it is a very cool solo. And for that, I'll switch to electric guitar because he's bending up notes kind of high on the neck. And I'm not sure if you're comfortable going up that high and bending notes, so I'll show you that on electric. The song is in the key of D major and it's in standard tuning. So tune your guitars low to high, E, A, D, G, B, E. The chords you're going to need to play this song: D major, B minor, G, A. You're going to need E minor 7th. You can play it like this. And I'll get to that funky interlude groove a little bit later in the video and show you those chords too. If you could do me a huge favor, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel really helps us to keep bringing the content, as well as then you'll be notified when we have new lessons, new content up, right? Leave a comment below. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. If you like the video, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up, share it, and thank you so much for your support. So here's the progression for the intro and the verses. It's basically D, B minor, G, D, A, B minor, G, D. That's it. And the way that we're going to do the strum pattern is we want to capture the feel of that groove. Very important is the groove in this song, right? So let me play it and then I'll break it down and explain it. The strum pattern I'm going to simplify. You'll do the similar strum pattern on a few of the chords as we go through the progression. Basically on the D chord first, 2 downs, you go to the B minor, down, down, up, and then a quick down chuck, up chuck, and down chuck D, C, up chuck U, C, as I note in the tab. So, okay, and then G, 3 downs, and then back to D, down, down, up. So all 4 together slow. All right, go to the A chord, 2 downs, B minor, same strum as before that. Down, down, up chuck, G, 3 downs, D, down, down, up. So here's the whole progression. He does that progression for all the verses 2 times through, and that'll lead right into the chorus section. And if you're having trouble with that B minor chord, right, or switching from open to bar chords, I could really help you with that. Click on the link in the YouTube description box below. I'll send you a free killer video lesson with my 6 best fret hand bar chord techniques. The lesson is packed with technique tips and exercises that'll get your bar chord playing and changing just skyrocketed to the next level. And I'll also throw in a free ebook that has more lessons in it, chord charts, more exercises. It's a great 1-2 punch. I'll send it to you for free. Just click on that link below. So the chorus, so we keep waiting on the world to change, right? That progression, the first part is the same as the verses, and then it changes when it goes, it's hard to beat the system. That's D, E minor 7. B minor, E minor 7. We keep on waiting, A, back to that original one, B minor, G, and D. Let me play it for you and then I'll break down the strum pattern. So the strum pattern for the first part of the chorus, keep waiting on the world to change. Same as you could do it the same as you did in the verses. We have to change it a little bit is when he goes, it's hard to beat the system, right? So on that D chord, down, up, down, up. It's hard to beat the system. E minor 7th, and you're gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Two together. You do the same thing. Two together like that. And then when it goes to the A chord, we'll change the strum a little bit just to differentiate it from the verse section, right? So when it goes to that A chord, so we keep waiting, down, up, down, up. To the B minor, down, up, down, up, down, up. On the G, down, up, down, up. And then D, down, up, down, up, down. So I'll do a play along, do the whole first verse, me and all my friends, right into a full chorus. That together will sound like this. That chorus goes into verse 2, same as verse 1, chorus 2. Then after the second chorus, there's an interlude part for 8 measures where he's just kind of grooving on this funky G minor type chord, right? I'll show you a couple different ways to play it because it's a little bit of a stretch. It's based off of this G minor 11 chord, so to replicate that on guitar, we'd have to play it like this, where I'm barring across everything on the 3rd fret, but then I'm stretching all the way to the 7th fret to get that 6th, or that E note, right? So you get this. Okay, that's the way that you could play that groove. But I have big hands, so I know that would be a challenging stretch for a lot of students. So I'll tell you what, instead of that, if you want to replicate it close, you could play this G minor 6th chord, which has a similar feel. Make sure you're muting that A string. And you could kind of do a groove like this. Alright, so I'm just holding that chord and I'm hitting those 2 low bass notes and a down up. So after I'm coming with a down chuck and then 3 upstrokes, up, 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 down, up. So you put all that together slow. Groove on that for 8 measures, right? That'll really cop that feel. And after the interlude, it goes into the guitar solo, which I'll show you in a second. And then there's the outro of the song, which is basically just a chorus. And the only difference is at the end of the song, he just keeps repeating, waiting on the world to change, waiting on the world to change, waiting on the world to change, 3 more times. So I'll just play that last line of the chorus, right? Keep on waiting for the world to change. I can't sing it because it's way too high out of my range. I'll try to say the words at that end part so you could hear it. So that from the A chord, waiting on the world, change. Waiting on the world, change. Waiting on the world, change. I'm going to play the guitar solo for you, including the little keyboard part I arranged for guitar. And then after I play it for you, I'll take it on a tight shot and explain it to you. This first part is played entirely on the B string. So first finger, 5th fret B string, hammer to 7th with vibrato. Then 5 to 7 hammer again, but this time you're going to slide. The solo has a lot of vibrato, a lot of slides. So you slide up 5, 7, slide to 10. Then you're going to do a hammer from 7 to 10 and slide it up to 12. Then you're going to do another hammer from 10 to 12 and slide it up to 15. So far. And every note when you get to the end of it, you vibrato it. Then 12, hammer to 15, slide to 17. Then bend 17 a half a step up, back to 15 vibrato. Then all the way up to 19, you're going to bend and release it 3 times, but you're going to pick it once. Right? Bend, release, bend, release, bend, release. Back to 15 with vibrato. Now the next part is that little keyboard part that I arranged for guitar. 10th fret high E string. 10th fret B string, 7th fret high E string. Then a little run, 7, 8, 10 on the B. 10th fret, back to that D note. And then the D note again, 7th fret on the G string. So you get this for the keyboard part. Alright, and then the last part of the solo is played on the B and the G strings. This time you're going to go 7 to 10 hammer, then slide 10 to 12 and 12 to 15. So it sounds like this. Then take 15 and you're going to slide it back to 10. And then to 12, and then 11 on the G string. And then that 11th fret G string with a little vibrato. And then 7 to 9, you're now on the G string, hammer, slide to 11, slide to 14. And then 9 to 11, hammer, and then slide 11 to 7. And that's again D, you're ending on that D. We're in the key of D, right? Hope you enjoyed that lesson. A lot of fun to play on acoustic guitar. Stay tuned. I got tons more killer lessons and videos coming up. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. That really helps us to keep bringing the content. Click on that link in the YouTube description box. I'll send you a free killer video lesson on essential bar chord playing and changing techniques. It'll really get your bar chord changing to the next level fast. And also, if you have a second, I just dropped a new record with my original band, Mind Cell. We're based out of San Diego. I think it's a slammin' record. I'm really excited about it. Some of the best music I've ever written. I would love for you to check it out. It's streaming on all the major platforms. I'll put links to all of that in the YouTube description box. Also, let me know how you like it, or if you have any questions, like on the gear I used, or the studio recording, or the songs. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and for your support and kind words over the years and years. I so appreciate it, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars, and remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Take care, and I'll see you in the next lesson.